Hi everyone, I'm Grahtles and welcome back to a new episode of Cities Skylines. Today I'm going to show you how to do an efficient, realistic looking ore industry. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So between the last episode and this episode, I did quite a bit of work off camera. I wanted to make it more interesting and yeah, it gets a little boring sometimes putting in residential. So anyway, I did a lot of upgrading to the roads and interchanges and railroads, and I had this nice spot that looked like a great ore industry area, and so I elaborated on it and I filled it in just like this. So I basically took what was here as like a little crater and I made it bigger and I set it up for us to put in an ore industry. So I do have a mod that can extend our resources. So I used it, and as you can see, let's turn up the brush strength. There we go. You can fill it in with some more. So anyway, I just laid out some roads. So let's go ahead and get a main building. So we're going to go into our industries. We're going to go into ore, and we're going to go in and put down the main building. Now, I don't have a great deal of money, and this is going to take quite a bit of money, but we can at least get started. So let's go ahead and paint the industry. All right, perfect. So we have our main building here, and if we go into our industries again, we have workers' barracks, we have a maintenance building, and then we have our extractors, our processors, and our storage. So I think one of the first things we're going to put down is just one of the workers' barracks, just to kind of get us started here. So let's come all the way back to about there. So they're not too expensive, so let's go ahead and put down 2. Let's go ahead and turn our speed up to 3 speed so we make more money quicker. The next thing we want to do is let's go ahead and find a maintenance building, and we'll put the maintenance building down inside our ore pit, probably at the beginning here. I would say makes a great deal of sense. So there we go. We have the maintenance building right there. Oh, we have a bear. Oh, poor bear got lost in the ore industry. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab... Oh, there's another one. Oh, these poor bears. It must be a spawn point. Sorry, guys. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out our extractors. So we have a small ore mine. We have a medium ore mine. We have a large ore mine. Then we have this small ore underground, the large underground. And we won't be using the seabed mining vessel because we don't have water. So let's go into this one right here. This guy is a pretty big guy, and I think I could put one on this side and one on this side. So let's take a look at those. Yeah, they look really nice there. So now I'm going to let this run a little bit and gain some money, and I'll be right back. So I had a comment the other day that asked me, do you need all the miners in here of different sizes? And no, you don't actually. I played around with it. You don't need every miner, the production though part you would want to put in just so you get the glass and everything else. But as far as miners go, you don't. I like to fill it in with the big ones first, and then if I have areas that I can fill in with smaller or medium, then I'll use those. But let's take a look at our processing plants. So we have the ore grinding mill, we have the glass manufacturing plant, the rotary kin plant, the fiberglass plant. So let's go ahead and see which ones we want to use. I think we'll put in the ore grinding mill first. And I think this is quite small. So we'll put in 2 of those here. And I think we'll use some of the sand storage. Oh, let's see. That's going to be a little big. Maybe what we could do is relocate this guy to the other side. There. And then we'll take our sand storage and put it right across the street. There you go. That kind of makes more sense. So they can grab from the storage and put it right in there. Now some of the storage we will put in down here, but I think this makes a lot of sense right here. Let's come back down into our extractors here. So these guys cost $43,000. I think we're going to put 2 more of these in here because we can fit them and they take up a nice large space. And I think they look really good. This one I can move it. I didn't get it as close as I wanted, but there we go. So we are starting to dip a little bit in money. So I'm actually going to stop here, let this run a little bit, and jump back in. All right, now we're making a little bit more money. Let's go ahead and start putting in some more processing plants. So let's go into here. We're gonna grab the fiberglass one. And let's put that down in here. And maybe the rotary kin. Let's put that across from it. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead, jump back down into the pit here. And maybe add some other extractors. So we do have the large underground mine. And I'm thinking, why don't we put that off to the side here and here? That looks pretty good. And we definitely need more storage. So let's come on this side. We'll come into the storage and we have the ore storage here. So we'll slide that there. And then we have the raw mineral storage. Put that on the other side. That looks pretty good. Maybe we could even sneak another road over here. We'll go into industry. We'll come up to here. We'll bring that around. And we'll cut this off here. And maybe we'll bring this down to here. Let's come back over to here. And let's go into other extractors. We got the medium. I think we could do another large one. Nope, that's a little too big. On that side at least. Maybe on this one? I think we could, yeah, we could squeeze that in. That looks pretty good. And then on the other side here, let's grab another extractor, if we can afford it. Let's see, we could do a medium one here. That looks pretty good. Actually, what I might do is I might delete this one and put in another medium. I think it looks nice that way. So let's go ahead and grab, actually I have a mod for that. I could just use picker, grab it, and there you go. Picker is a great mod that you could just grab whatever you see that you want and it'll duplicate it. And you could just put it right down. So I think what we're gonna do is let's move these two underground closer to here. There we go. And I think what we'll do is we're gonna delete this road. Actually, let's make a node first. Let's come into here. We're just gonna come straight across. And then come straight across this way. And then delete this one right there. And then we're gonna go into our buildings again. And we have this nice ore storage here. And ooh, that's just too big, isn't it? Unfortunately, I thought it was widthwise, not lengthwise, but that's okay. Let's see. We could possibly add that up here. Yes, that looks good. So down over in here, let's see what we could add here to give it a little bit more interest. I think we could add one of those fiberglass plants. Even though I wanted to keep the plants up top, I think it'll fill in the space nice right here. And let's slide it down just a little bit. It's not on that edge there. There we go. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So another thing we could do is we can come in with this road, maybe off of here. And then maybe come in here. So over in here, let's add something. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll see. We have some of these small ore mines. Why don't we add that? 1, possibly 2. Yep, I think that works. So now it's basically just filling in some space. I think what I'm gonna do is move this guy just down a little bit off the main junction there. That looks a little better. But I am starting to run out of money, so let's just let this run a little bit and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. We're making some decent money. Actually, we're making really good money. It fluctuates, but it's pretty decent. So I think one of the other things I want to do is I want to add another road, possibly around here. And I'm going to go into our warehouses. And we have some options here. So we have this medium warehouse, which would fit really nice. This large warehouse is just a bit too big. But this medium one just fits so perfectly down in here. And I think, can we fit another one? We can. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and jump into them and see what we got. So we have glass, metals. So I think we're going to do this in glass and this in metals. So there we have some storage and it's good to go. Let's close that out. So we are just about done and ready to wrap up. I'm just going to add a couple of workers right down in here. Let's add 2 more. Give them some space, but off the main road. There we go. All right, so it's starting to fill out nicely. And I think the last thing we're going to do is add some of these glass manufacturing plants. I don't think we added those into our build yet. And they fit really nice next to the medium storage here. And we are slowly running out of money, but that's about all I wanted to do because it doesn't quite fit in this spot anyway. So I think that works well. All right, so we're going to leave this episode off here. And my best advice is start off with the larger buildings and then fit the smaller buildings in where you have space. It just makes a better looking industry overall. And yeah, so if you like my content, you want to see more, please click the like button, subscribe, comment, and share, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.